So what's up, everyone? It is your girl Gel Beauty 87 here, aka Grace, and today we gonna get into another battle of love. So as soon as I saw this Nars Light Reflecting Foundation, y'all know it immediately made me think of my Light Lasting Perfecting Foundation from Very Valentino, and I was like, I need to try them together and see which one I like best. So we gonna battle them all out. If y'all remember, this one is 65, whereas this one is 49, so it's a little bit less. They both have 1 fluid ounce from what I remember. Let me see. Sorry, the Valentino has less of the fluid ounce. This is a fluid ounce. This is 0.84 ounces, so it's not even a full fluid ounce, and it costs more. So let's see if I can find y'all a cute little dupe. Now, if y'all remember, I wear the shade DN2 in Valentino, whereas I wear Macau and all Nars foundations, and I said that in the video that you're gonna watch today at 12 o'clock. So yeah, then I ended up getting this in the mail yesterday. This is the Jaclyn Perfecting Concealer. I have the shade Tan Deep Gold, and I hope it was an okay shade. I don't know, but I would have tried with a more full coverage edge foundation, or at least medium to full. Yeah, I guess it'll work okay. This is the color it looks like. I tried to get one that I would normally use as a highlight shade, as opposed to getting like one of the deep shades and then it not highlights the way I wanted to highlight. Anyway, y'all, let's get started, because I still got 2 more videos filmed after this, and I'm trying to leave here at 12, which is unrealistic, and I'm probably going to end up leaving later than 12, but you know, let me dream. I gotta do the new ColourPop Amethyst palettes, and then I gotta Amethyst and Quartz palettes, and then I gotta, let me see, which side do I want to put this foundation on? So I guess we'll start off with the OG Valentino, and that'll go on this side, and then we will put Nars on the opposite side. Ever since I put Tina in the background, I feel like my what do you call it? My camera doesn't want to focus like it used to. I think it's because it keeps trying to focus on like the words behind my head. So like, maybe I should take it down. But at the same time, like, I don't want to take it down. But at the same time, I get annoyed when it's like blurry footage that's just sitting there, and I have to keep it in because I can't take it out. But at the same time, like, it's just wasting time. And if y'all haven't noticed, I've been trying to be really good about cutting down time on videos this year. But again, like Karen's video about the beauty community being dead, or people considering being dead. It's like, it's kind of hard when TikTok is doing 30-second videos, but I'm trying to give y'all like important information and content, and they just showing you some viral thing and like, oh, look at this. Like, how am I supposed to compete with that? I have to edit my video down and like talk faster than I already do, and I think I talk fast enough to where, you know, I get information across. And then y'all just ask me in the comment section if you didn't necessarily understand what I said. So if I'm doing all that, and you know, and I think that's pretty fast, because I think I talk pretty fast. It's really sometimes, I guess, discouraging, if you will, but you know, I remember we quit. Okay, so this is how Valentino is looking with 1. So I think I'm going to put the Nars one with 1 pump, just so we can see how both of them look with 1 pump, and then we'll, sorry, I should zoom in, and then we will do the second pump for each side of the face. I do have 2 different brushes. The only thing, like, this pumps out to me half a pump as opposed to a whole pump. So it's like I have to pump 2 pumps out of the Nars just to get a whole pump. So I don't know if that's necessarily good or bad. I usually use my middle finger, but I just use my middle finger with the Valentino one, which is why I'm trying to use my ring finger now. It's weird. It's a weird finger to try to use for me. That's because I'm so used to using the other one. I'm just like, what's going on? And remember, the Nars one has skincare in it, with the Valentino only has sunscreen in it. So it doesn't have skincare in it. Which I thought was interesting. Skincare was in it at all, but you know. Okay, I'm just trying to get the rest of this off my finger, because I don't want to rub it on the back of the sponge like I normally do, since I have to do 2 different foundations. So for like the last few months, I've been like putting foundation on with my fingers and like rubbing it in a good amount before like put the brush on, just because like I hear that helps form the popcorn in her face and make it look a bit more natural. So I've been liking doing that, and I do feel like it's been helping. But at the same time, since I don't have perfect skin, I don't put concealer underneath anymore like I used to. I feel like it doesn't be looking that great for me, because I have a bunch of dark spots and hyperpigmentation and whatnot. So this is the Nars side, and this is the Valentino side. I like the Valentino side a little bit better because I feel like the skincare side with Nars is just looking kind of oily. But maybe that's what it's light reflecting is supposed to be doing and whatnot. Anyway, let's go on to our second pump because y'all know one pump is not going for me at all. So back to you, Valentino. But they give you a generous like one pump. Whereas Nars be being stingy. But at least this one has a pump on it. I guess I should tell the Lord thank you for that. Because y'all know they will be playing games. Not one to let you have a pump with Sheer Glow for 100 years. And in the Sheer Glow video, you're going to see I call it Luminous Silk for some reason. And then I was like, check myself like, hey, it's not Luminous Silk, it's Sheer Glow. So just be on the lookout for that. Because I surely did. I was like... Now, I don't know if I'm not necessarily like liking the Nars one compared to this one. Just because, like I said, it looks glittery. Or, I mean, not glittery, but, you know. Makes my skin look kind of oily. Or if it's because... I felt like I looked oilier with it than I did with the Valentino over time. But we'll see them side by side today and then, you know, I'll have a better idea. But just on the initial application, I'm liking the Valentino better. But y'all know I love the Valentino, so I feel like I just could be in a little bit biased. So now I'm finally gonna take the spoon one. Shit. So y'all, Dr. Ash and her makeup just put up her video about all the palettes she tried in 2021 and you know how she felt about them. So I gotta watch that when I get home after I get done taking my shower and everything, so I can relax for a little bit, eat lunch, and then watch that video. That's my plan anyway. So, but I did comment on it since it premiered right before I like started filming this. I was telling her I was waiting for you to put out this video, cause this and like her running with all her Pat McGrath palettes is actually how I found Ashley. So of course every year I'm excited for that video because that is how I came to know Dr. Ash and her makeup. Let me see. Okay, Nars, let's see what it does. I don't understand how people just go out with one layer of foundation on, but I mean, I guess if you have perfect skin and don't have acne and a whole bunch of hyperpigmentation and dark spots, it's easy for you to do that. Y'all see I went and got my eyebrows done yesterday along with my hair. And I've got my mustache as well, so hopefully you'll be okay. Yeah, so these are both of them. As you can see, like, it just doesn't, to me this side just looks too oily. That's why I don't like the application of it. So I am right. Although it's supposed to be glowing and light reflecting, whatever, to me it just looks oily. Like, to me this doesn't look light reflecting, it just looks oily. Now sponging in, it's not looking as oily, but it still has an oily effect, whereas the Valentino one is just smooth. Not to mention the Valentino gives me more on initial pumps than the Nars one does, which is another reason I think I'm not necessarily super excited about it. But it's not like the product wears bad. I feel like you can see a distinct difference in color though. So hopefully the powder can fix that, because right now I'm like, I can see the difference in color, honey. It ain't pretty. Now let's get into this concealer. I forgot how many shades this is. Hold on. My phone's right in front of me, so let's go investigate. Oh yeah, I definitely have to be done by 12 o'clock, child. I need to get that dream up. Just give it up, girl. I need to give it up. Okay, so this is the Faux Filter Perfecting Concealer. There are 36 shades. I have the shade Tan Deep Golden, like I told you all. And I saw many MUA's review, and I was like, oh. But he tried it with her actual tint, and he didn't like it with that. Oh god, pull that, it's looking red. Y'all, to me, it's looking red. Anyway, let's put it on the eye. Yeah, this looks more peachish reddish, not, you know, what golden. I don't know. To me, this looks more peach than golden, but you all can tell me what you think down below. Put on healthy mouth there. he left like this line of demarcation on his face. But I'm like, people in the comment section of Trend Mood was talking about how they thought that was going to happen because it was full coverage concealer, but it was like a tinted moisturizer, and how that was like a weird combination. I thought it was a weird combination too, because I'm like, are you supposed to put the concealer underneath the spot concealer, all those places that you have these issues, and then put, you know, on top? And of course all her fans are just calling people haters, talking about they just love to complain about something she does or whatever when it comes to this skin tint because she didn't have that many shades. But it's like Fenty has a decent amount of shades even though it's a skin tint, so it's like y'all trying to give her a pass and saying people just trying to blame everything is not it. It's like she's backed by Morphe, who has plenty of money, so there's no reason she shouldn't be able to make, you know, a decent shade range. So it's like, you can feel that way if you want, and I'm sure some people are just doing that for like attention or whatever, but some of us just feel like, you know, she's not being inclusive the way she wasn't inclusive with them bronzers, powder, or the, because it's like it's 1 for tan and 1 for deep, but it's like 3 for lighter tones. It's like, so some people just feel like that's it. Oh, I forgot how quick this blends out, so I hope I didn't fuck up and not be able to blend out my under eye. Because man, better make sure they not move. Oh crap, I think I did. Lord Jesus. And I'm a person who likes to let their concealer sit, but I forgot in that video he showed that you can't let it sit because it dries down 20 seconds after you put it on. So as you can see here, it's not really trying to move too much, but Jaclyn said you can spray with some setting spray, and then your sponge says some setting spray, and then remove the product, or you can spray your face with some setting spray to remove the product. So we definitely about to do that because honey. So I got my Beauty Shield Defender from e.l.f. We're gonna spray around this part and hopefully we can fix this concealer thing, because honey. Okay, so I'm spraying there. I'm gonna take my brush. I'll blend it out some more. Because right now I just look a mess. Look a sponge and try to fix that too. So this is one of the products you gotta do one eye at a time, because like 20 seconds after you put it on, it's drying. So I'm not liking this so far. But I'm glad I had the knowledge and information so I could share it with you by watching the video. So sometimes it's good to watch other people's video. Like watching Mandy's video helped me as far as the concealer went. So I should have just sat, put it on the place that I was highlighting my face first and blended it out, and then put it underneath the eyes. So we're going to do the second coat to give it a fair try. Now that I remember that part of the video, is we're going to put some underneath one eye and blend that out, and then put some underneath the other eye and then blend that out in order for it to not dry 20 seconds after you put on and, you know, fuck up my makeup. Because I'm not putting in this kind of effort for this Valentino video just to be fucked over by Jaclyn here once more. She already fucked us over with fault and all that stuff we're not going to get into. So, just blend one eye at a time, just be safe. If I need to wet the sponge again or go in, then I will. Hopefully I remember to turn the sponge over, but it's like I'm going to touch the brush to like make sure this concealer doesn't dry out and have me out here looking crazy. Just like, hoping I just don't fuck up and use the same side of sponge each side, which I feel like I already did just because I had to rush to, you know, make sure this is done. Yeah, I feel like it's not really giving that great a coverage underneath my eyes. I don't know. And so far, it just seemed like a wah situation where it's like, yeah, no. Like, we're just going to use this to conceal our face. We're not going to try to highlight nothing with it, because 20 seconds after you put it on, it's going to disappear, and I'm not feeling it. So I'm actually just going to set this side with powder right now, too. But it's a good thing I've already tried both these foundations on their own, so I won't be affected by the fact that the concealer is just, like, not doing it for me, because it's already not doing it for me. We haven't even worn it yet. And I saw it on him, so I feel like it's just going to get worse. I really do. See, like, powder's clinging to it really weirdly. And I don't really have a problem with Huda's powder, but the fact that it's clinging. Okay, y'all, so I can already tell y'all the concealer is not it for me at all. Like, I don't feel like it's giving it good coverage. I feel like it dries down too quick. And then it's not working with my Huda powder, which I have used for years at this point, and I never have any issues with anything. So, it's like, it's not giving it to me, so don't judge my concealer in this video, because this concealer is not it. It is just horrible. And I'm not going to recommend you try it. Like, if you want a concealer just to, you know, I guess highlight your face. Every time for that, just make sure you gotta blend it 20 seconds after you put it on, which I personally do not like. But as you can see, I'm trying to blend one side with sponge this time and one side with a brush to see if that'll make a difference as far as coverage goes, to help it out, because it is not tickling my fancy at all. So it does get better coverage when you use a sponge and not a brush. This is one time I actually didn't watch Jaclyn's video on the product. I just took what Manny said to heart, since, you know, I trust his judgment. And as you can see, it's gonna be better coverage on this side than it is on this side. So Valentino side, you gotta use this concealer with a sponge in order to get any type of coverage, because y'all can clearly see the dark circle underneath my eye there. Now hopefully the powder will go better on the Nars side, just because I have more coverage of concealer. And it has more, I guess, grip onto. I don't know, because when I put it on Valentino's side, it just looks like a whole, just hot trash. Hot water trash. Okay, so this just seems like a concealer you're going to have to blend out with a sponge and not a brush, because I did it with a brush and I didn't like the way it looked. I did it with this sponge, I like it way better, but it's like now I'm just have two under eyes. I'm going to have the under eye I don't like and under eye I do like, so I'm not liking that at all. So yeah. I mean, it's better now on this side, but look at this side, y'all. It just looks like a lack of coverage, and this side looks better, so. Blend it out with a sponge. Don't try to blend it out with a brush like I did, or else you're not going to have any coverage underneath your eyes, because it's like the brush just took away all the coverage. I don't. Horrible makeup day so far. And we haven't finished the makeup. Fucked up. Anyway, I was going to put on my cream bronzer and all that, but I forgot this is a product that's dried really quickly. So we're going to do the cream bronzer now. I got the shade Truffle. If you all saw my community tab and you saw that they're coming out with deeper shades of this. Sorry, they have one deeper shade. It's called Ganache. They finally came out with for people my skin tone. So I'm like Tina's Fancy Face, because that's how I found out. I'm like her, like, hopefully you come out with a darker one for, you know, the powder version as well, not just this cream contour. Because like you should have came out with 3 shades to begin with, not 2, but you know, it's gonna leave that alone. If you want to see the initial video on these products, I bought the little holiday set they had. It came out in 2021. And you can go check that out. I'm just check this little brush and blend it out, because I forgot to bring a brush in here for this. So when I put it between my nose, it's just gonna blend here. And since the color didn't show up that well anyway, it's not like anybody will be able to tell the difference. So see, you barely see the color on my face now. It looks a little bit better on Tina, but anyway, this is what our face is looking like pretty much. I did not set it with powder yet, but you know, I'll do the rest of my face off camera. Then I will check in with you all tonight when I come back from work. I'm not even gonna lie and say I'm gonna check in before I leave, because yeah, we both know that's probably not about to happen. Okay, okay. So I've returned after many hours of wow at work, because honey, it was a long day. I'm excited because I saw some new LA Girl palettes came to Ulta today, so I got mine on order. I'm gonna take my little happy self down there tomorrow after I get my oil changed on my car, and we will be reviewing those on Tuesday, since I have to bring my mom back out here to clean up my grandma's house. But anyway, so I'm gonna start off with a couple of comments I got on the Nars video yesterday. So I never knew the videos look like that, because when I'm looking at you now, it's perfectly clear, it's perfectly fine. The only thing that happens is it autofocuses on Tina sometimes instead of me, and that's why y'all hear me say focus please. But it's perfectly clear and fine now. So when y'all told me that it was blurry, I need to get another camera, I'm like, I just bought this camera like in the middle of like last year. I think I bought it like March or like June of 2021. So I was like, what do you mean a new camera? I just upgraded to another camera and a microphone. But when I went to go look at my editing software, I saw what you were talking about, because it looks blurry there, but here I am perfectly clear and fine. So I found out that my computer has a video editor on it, so I'm gonna try that and see if we can work that a little better, and then maybe this one will look better to you. I don't know, but I'm editing that in the ColourPop Amethyst palette tonight, which is what's on my eyes. If anyone's curious, this is the palette I have on, the all Amethyst palette. I use some of the shades in here, but y'all know when a shimmer ain't popping for me like it's supposed to pop, we go to my trusty and faithful Ninhydra. So Ninhydra is on the lid with the shade Ninhydra, of course, and then I have a Ninhydra I have a like the blue purple shifting shade on top of the 2 shades I put from the all amethyst palette in my inner corner. So that's what's going on with the eyes. So I don't want you to get confused when you watch that video and don't see it looking like this at the end. It looks a little bit different. But before I went to work, I was like, no, we need to be popping the extra and all that good stuff. So I did all that, because Adept always covers me when I need some shifty, sexy purpleness going on and other people can't seem to give it to me. Anyway, now let's get to the actual faces, what you came here for. But I want to put that announcement in here. So I want y'all to know I did see the comment. I mean, I know you did because I responded. But, you know, I was explaining to you what's going on. And hopefully some changes will come and it'll look better when it comes to this. Because Nars is already up. I can't do that. It's too late. It's too late. But Nars versus Valentino ain't up yet. So we can fix that. So this is the Valentino side, if you remember, and this is the Nars side, if you remember. Now, I asked my friend which side he liked better, and he actually liked the Nars side better, which I was kind of shocked about, because y'all know I love my Valentino, and the fact that I feel like the Nars side looks oilier than the Valentino. But remember, I don't like this side when it comes to the concealer. The concealer is just a no for me. It's just absolutely not a no. I might highlight my face with it since I paid for it. Or I might just return it. But I hate returning stuff because, like you said, they just destroy the makeup and throw it away. So I was like, I'd rather just hold on to it and highlight my face with it. Since it dries quick, it doesn't really matter when I'm highlighting. I can powder up and cover up or whatever it is. But like underneath the eyes, no, I ain't got time. So the concealer, she just, you know, God bless her, keep it moving, sis. But the foundations, I think both of them actually look real nice. I do still feel like the Nars side looks oilier than the Valentino side, but I think they both work out well. So if you don't want to spend the Valentino prices, honey, go ahead and grab the little Nars one, and you're gonna get a full ounce. So I like both, but y'all know me, I'm gonna just stick to my Valentino because it's not as oily, and I just feel like it just lights up my face and just makes me look amazing. I still like the Nars one though, so don't get it twisted. I love me a good Nars foundation. I own just about every Nars foundation. I had to declutter one of them. What was it? The radiant one that they came out with in between the soft matte and the sheer glow. I had to declutter that one because it was just too old. My sheer glow is kind of old, but I just keep hoarding it. I don't know why though, because I don't really like it. I like the soft matte one and this new one that they came out with. So I'm gonna try out the new one some more. This is my 2nd day wearing it, but I'm gonna have it in rotation all next week. Sorry, all this week because it's Monday now. To see how I feel about it. But those are my thoughts. I like both of them, but I feel like the Valentino one is just a little less oily, and I did use the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer, the liquid silk canvas, if you all remember. So that's what I primed with, and I used Patrick's mattifying setting spray here to seal down everything. So apparently it does a better job for Valentino than it does for Nars, because I still have quite the oils going on over here. But they both look nice, so take that as you will. I like the fact that the Nars has the skincare in it too. That's a nice bonus to me, but I don't know if the skincare is what's making it oily or what's going on with that, because Valentino only has SPF in it. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I will catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.